everything on your checklist. He was selfless, he stopped Nifty from stealing, and he stuck it to that Mothman.
Charlie tries for an entire season to find a way into heaven. Her desperation to save the souls of sinners earns her an audience with a council of angels in the episode Welcome to Heaven. During their hearing, Charlie wants to know what gets someone into heaven so she may prove angel dust meets their requirements. However, Adam gives her a fake list, and when angel dust successfully meets the criteria, it comes to light that no one knows why humans enter heaven. Charlie's horrified by this revelation, and fans of Hazbin Hotel wonder what requirements a human soul must possess to have a peaceful afterlife. In today's video, we're looking at moments from the Hazbin Hotel series that point to 5 potential ways to get into heaven.
Angel will make good decisions. Come on, we have to keep watching.
Number 1. Honesty and following Adam's example. When considering the traits a person can have, honesty is often considered a positive one. It requires someone to avoid telling lies, admit mistakes, and be frank about their thoughts and feelings. In this light, remaining honest requires someone to stay on the straight and narrow path. There's no room for deception or manipulation when trying to be forthcoming in everyday life, as even the best-meaning people may partake in a white lie or lie of omission. It's also worth noting that Lucifer is incredibly manipulative in most people's minds, as he convinced Eve to take the apple in the Garden of Eden. Although honesty has an overwhelmingly positive connotation, it's not always perfect. Brutal honesty can have adverse effects, like hurting someone's feelings or creating a tense situation by accident. Telling lies isn't always good, but humans have learned to use it as an empathetic tool during conversations and interactions. For example, someone may omit an upsetting story detail to help their listeners keep calm. While humans have learned how to use honesty on a spectrum, the same adaptation isn't true for the first human soul to enter heaven, Adam. When his character appears in Overture, he has a holier-than-thou attitude and doesn't act very angelic. He curses, says crude things, and enjoys the pain he's inflicting with the annual exterminations. However, all of his statements occur because he's overly honest. Adam speaks whatever is on his mind, a trait that may have been noble in the beginning of humanity, but now it allows his poor qualities to shine. Adam's honesty may have begun as a trait humans need to get into heaven because of Adam's example. However, taking it to extremes can backfire, like when he tells the Council of Angels in Welcome to Heaven about the exterminations. As the first human soul to enter heaven, Adam may have laid the groundwork for all humans who came after him, meaning they must follow his example even when some of his behaviors aren't good.
I wonder what your would think if she found out you are actually one of us.
Number 2. Blind faith. Many characters, especially the angels, appreciate blind faith in their divine circumstances. Charlie explains in Overture how Lucifer began to question the lack of free will given to humanity, which inevitably led to his fall, the creation of hell, and the end of the perfect world the angels had helped create. When Lucifer later appears in Dad Beat Dad, he expresses disdain for the sinners in hell. Despite his role as ruler, Lucifer dislikes what they've chosen to do with their free will. It seems like he had no intention of releasing the evil in the world and solely questioned the rigid structure and control heaven had on humanity. In the end, it was his lack of faith in heaven's system that led to his fall. Additionally, the threat of falling due to questioning the rules or stepping out of line remains a genuine threat for modern angels. In Welcome to Heaven, Sarah warns Emily against questioning how heaven operates because doing so could lead her to end up like Lucifer, fallen. It becomes more disturbing when you realize Emily's questions come from her genuine concern about human souls and their safety, a trait that someone should expect an angel to have. Even those high up in their chain of command, archangels or seraphim, must maintain blind faith. To enter heaven, a living person must maintain their faith, believing that their religion and good actions have a role in their existence in the afterlife. Humans may do so in many ways, from prayer, participating in church, or spreading their beliefs to others. Everyone will partake in their religions differently, but the shared outlier is that they maintain faith in heaven and everything it stands for. If blind faith remains a trait expected in angels, human souls most likely have the same to enter heaven.
Of human souls, demon or not, there is no reason to be doing this.
They were uprising, Emily.
Number 3. Serving others. Many of the citizens of hell, be they sinners or hellborn, aren't quick to commit acts of selflessness. Hell is a dangerous place that is difficult to survive in, so harming others or taking their power remains the primary way to keep yourself and your loved ones safe. Sometimes committing terrible acts is the only thing someone can do to survive, as Carmilla described in Hello Rosie. She had made it clear she didn't want to kill an angel, but when her daughters became endangered, Carmilla had no choice but to fight to protect the ones she loved most. Carmilla's desire to serve and protect those around her isn't a trait frowned upon. In The Show Must Go On, Sir Pentious performs the same selfless act. When he notices that Adam overpowers Alistair and is prepared to start fighting the other residents of the Hazbin Hotel, he says his goodbyes to Cherry Bomb before approaching the angel with his death ray. Sir Pentious willingly gave his life to protect his friends, performing a single act for the greater good. And as we see in the epilogue of the episode, his actions earned him a place in heaven. If the other hotel residents put their best foot forward to redeem themselves in hell and continue caring for others, they will have a second afterlife in heaven. Likewise, if humans live intending to help, serve, and care for others, they likely have the virtues that allow them to enter heaven when they die. It's also possible for Charlie to earn a chance to enter heaven through this method, as her entire goal with the Hazbin Hotel is to help others, which she has already shown great success with.
Angels wield no shields, little armor, and fight with reckless abandon. Strike the near.
Number 4. Redemption in life. Whenever Charlie tries to convince the angels that demons can have redemption, she receives the same answers. They've already had their opportunity for second chances and earned their eternal punishments in hell. Adam claims this in Overture and Welcome to Heaven. However, it seems humans don't need to behave perfectly for their entire lives to have a chance at their perfect afterlife. We learned during Charlie's meeting with the Council of Angels that they don't know what gets someone into heaven, but they remain resolute that it occurs during their lives on Earth. It's impossible to think humans won't stray off the path of goodness. Free will requires people to make daily choices, some being wrong. To err is human, as everyone makes mistakes, even the angels and demons we get to know throughout the series. What truly matters is that someone has good intentions and tries to make up for any mistakes, meaning they actively seek redemption or try to better themselves while alive. Charlie's character is a fantastic example of this phenomenon. We can't fault her for trying to help Angel in Masquerade, even though her interference has negative repercussions. Likewise, she acknowledges she hurts her friend, goes out of her way to work on boundaries, apologizes for her actions, and continues to better herself to help everyone around her. As the Princess of Hell, it's unlikely Charlie's positive actions could earn her a permanent life in heaven. But humans and sinners could succeed by following her example.
Angel, I appreciate you wanting to use your special skills to attract folks to the hotel.
Number 5. Making the right deals. After watching an entire season of Charlie trying to convince Heaven of her plan, we know that corruption exists within the ranks of the angels. In Welcome to Heaven, the lead seraphim, Sarah, reveals she gave the order to start the exterminations. She also keeps it a secret from most other angels, including her fellow seraphim, Emily, who is horrified by the revelation. The corruption in heaven runs deep, including the first human, Adam. He expresses excitement and joy about going to destroy sinners in hell, revealing his violent and dangerous nature. He also created an army of exorcist angels to help him fight, including his lieutenant, Lute, and Vaggie before he left her in hell. His soldiers include hundreds of angels willing to destroy human souls, and they didn't disappear with his death in The Show Must Go On. Instead, they, alongside Lute, return to heaven. Lute takes Adam's halo with her, using it as evidence of his death when she approaches Lilith on what seems to be a heavenly beach. Their conversation reveals Lilith had made a deal with Adam to leave hell, explaining her absence over the past 7 years. However, Lilith must stop Charlie if she wants to remain in heaven, meaning she made a deal now under threat due to her daughter's actions.
Your brat is threatening the very foundation of heaven. And if you want to stay here, you're going down there and stopping that.
With an entire season to analyze, fans of Hazbin Hotel are no closer to discovering the secret to entering heaven. However, recent events have pointed to a few possibilities, from the untimely death of Sir Pentious to the surprising return of Lilith. We can discern that Charlie's actions with the Hazbin Hotel are changing the way heaven and hell will operate moving forward, as sinners now have the opportunities to leave behind their violence and bloodshed for a better life. However, not everyone will welcome them into heaven, meaning Charlie and the others still have their work cut out for them as they move into Season 2.
Yeah, I can. Totally. Yeah, I'll head over there right away.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Alistair and Charlie just left like they were running away from their responsibilities. Should we be alarmed?